Gucci guns or stock guns? What do you train with? What's going on, guys? I hope all y'all are doing great. Today I want to discuss with you, this video is more for new shooters. So for those of you guys seeing the title, don't freak out. This is more trying to help new shooters. But a lot of people ask me, what should I do to this gun? Or what do you recommend? What RMR, or what slide cut, or DLC? I get asked all the time what triggers. Anyways, what kind of Gucci out stuff do I have on my guns? And depends on, I'm not bashing anybody, but depends on how new that person is, or say if they've been shooting quite a bit. I can tell this person, might tell this person different. So this is more, like I said, for new shooters. If a new shooter comes up to me and says, hey man, what's the best gun you can possibly get right now? I don't care about the money. If that's one of your first guns getting, I'm not going to tell you to go buy some like STI or some crazy high-end agency arms Glock, whatever it is. I'm not going to go and direct that new shooter in that path to do that, because I see a lot of people out here, a lot of IG operators and all that stuff, whatever you want to call them, and new guys that buy all these high-end guns, and they're safe dusters. They just sit in the safe and collect dust. So if you're going to spend that much money on something, make sure you're proficient and train with it. Don't be this person, I want the best of the best. So trust me, I used to be that guy. I wanted the absolute best of what I got when I first started shooting. I didn't care, I didn't train or nothing. I just shot once every like couple months, 3 months. Still wanted the best. The thing is, I wasn't training like I should be with that. And that's why I always try to tell people that are new shooters, train with stock guns first. Your stock pistols, your stock ARs, that's a little different. This is more towards pistols. Train with a stock gun if you're more of a new or novice shooter before you go out and Gucci your gun all to pieces. Because I promise you, it'll make you a better shooter if you get proficient with that stock. Say if you buy for a concealed carry a 43X or a 19 or SIGs, HKVP9s, make sure you are training with that stock gun and get proficient at it. Shoot a couple thousand rounds, know how it functions and how to take it apart and how to clean it, all that stuff, before you go out and send it to a factory to get all, whatever the case may be, your RMR, threaded barrels, all that. So I always look at it, your first car. You don't go buy a Ferrari for your first car. You don't have all these high-end exotic stuff unless you came from a family and your parents were fortunate enough to get you that. But see what I mean? You don't go and buy that brand new Lambo, that brand new truck for your first car. Like a stick shift, you start out with your Hondas, your Max, your Toyotas, and then you build up as you eventually make more money. It's the same way with guns and firearms. Make sure you know what you were doing in starting out basic before you jump higher up into a $2,000, $3,000, $4,000 pistol. So you guys have seen it. What am I still carrying? I'm still carrying a 365. Nothing has been done to this gun. No stipple, nothing. It is bone dry stock, the trigger's fine. I train with this, I qualified with this as an off-duty gun through the sheriff's office. I use this gun, shoot this gun more than any gun I have. Anytime I go to the range, this gun gets shot. Take my carry rounds out, I'll shoot them sometimes and cycle through. But I focus on what I have stock. And there's been videos out there, some aftermarket parts can fail. And you probably think I'm bashing Gucci guns. That's not the case. I have high-end guns, I do. Now, I don't baby them, but I don't like putting them through the ropes like the other stuff, but some stuff can fail. Some triggers, if you were installing a trigger by yourself, you can see many videos out there, those triggers have failed and they have had accidental discharge and shot themselves. So make sure you know what you're doing. If you're getting new triggers, whatever, send it to somebody that knows what they're doing and they have the right tools to do it. So aftermarket stuff can fail. So for instance, a gun that I train with all the time is my Gen 5 19. Yes, you might see a light on here. It's still stock. The gun's still stock. I'm not taking anything off or out of this gun. I just simply put an Enforce APL on here. So I train with this gun every time I have let's say an outside range day where I have my battle belt. And this is always in my battle belt. So I train stock. As you can see, I've not changed that. This will be getting changed, but I have been running this for this video to do everything stock and then tell you kind of how everything is. So stock trigger, Gen 5 triggers are good. I'm a guy that likes Gen 5 triggers. They're smooth. The more and more rounds you put through it, the more and more it gets loosened up and it's smooth. I said, when I go shooting with my buddies and stuff, and we do some like little just shooting drills and stuff. When we set up targets and we're shooting 25 yards and go in and moving stuff, everybody's using RMRs and they got the slide cuts and they got their suppressor height sights and they got the Agency or Apex, Ranger Proof, all the other trigger companies out there. They got all these triggers in here. Is that gonna make you shoot better? Yes, when you get comfortable and shoot to a certain point where you can take that next step. Because I know I have a buddy that, like I said, one of the best, and I'm getting him. He finally listened. He's training with a stock 19, working his way up. He just got his night sights. Now he's getting his trigger next, but he shot a couple thousand rounds. He's been training about once a week, once every 2 weeks. So he's training more now and getting better at it. But he listened. He's been training with it, and it has made him a better shot. I know it has made me a better shot just training with a stock pistol instead of me shooting with my Agency triggers or my Lobos or my Apex triggers I have. Yes, that stuff can tweak your shooting and your accuracy and your fundamentals a little bit better. Because obviously if you got a lighter trigger, more crisp trigger, a clean break, that will help you shoot. But this is what's going to basically, at the end of the day, that's what is going to make you a better shot is how you're holding your grip, how you're pulling the trigger, if you're slapping it, if you're putting too much into it, if you're barely putting on it. All that stuff is basically you or what makes yourself the shooter you are. Because I'm not the best shot with pistols. Rifles, I'm pretty decent at. Pistols, I'm average. But I know there is guys that can take a stock 19, Gen 3, 4, 5, whatever it is, stock everything, and outshoot me and make me look just complete trash. And I could be running RMRs that are completely sighted in, the trigger, the lightest triggers, clean brakes, all that stuff, the nice marksman barrels, whatever it is, they can outshoot the shit out of me because they have trained so much throughout their life and they were starting with stock firearms. Guys, I appreciate you taking the time out of your day to watch this video. If you have any questions, let me know in the comments below. And also, if you have any recommendations on videos you guys want to see, drop that down in the comments below, because I know a couple of you have asked me through YouTube and Instagram, hey, can you do this video? And if I can do it, I'll find a way, let you know, yes, I can do it, or no, I can't. So, got a recommendation, let me know. I'll get back to you with it. Again, hit that like button on this video, subscribe to my channel if you're not subscribed to me already, and hit that bell notification to get notified for when I upload a video. And guys, for me talking about Gucci guns, I was not bashing Gucci guns, so for those of you that I offended out there, don't take it personal. I love my Gucci guns. I have them, but this is for new shooters starting out, and it's train stock before you go higher up and drop a couple grand on a gun. Make sure you know what you are doing and shooting before you can take that next step. I mean, like I said, you slowly climb that ladder as you go, and then you become a gun nut like most of you are watching, and myself, where you have just your regular Glock you bought years ago, and then, hey, that's the only gun I'm gonna need, and then you slowly keep buying up, and then all of a sudden you have 15, 20 ARs and 20 pistols and stuff you don't even shoot, but you're just a gun nut like us, like we all are. The 2A community, we love guns. It's our hobby, it's our passion. Guys, I appreciate you watching this again. If you want to see more gun stuff more frequent, subscribe to or follow me on Instagram. I'll leave my account information down below. And if you want to help support this channel just a little bit more, subscribe to me on Patreon. I'll leave that information down below. It will help me make more content for you guys with editing, cameras, and ammo, because shooting, as you know, is not a cheap hobby. It can get pricey with the guns and the ammo, especially all this stuff. I mean, it's fun, but it's pricey. So yeah, but guys, thanks again for watching, and as always, y'all have a good one.